You're
There are
praying?
places where those horns bring huge prices. Can cure diseases, so they say.
Really? Well, let's not talk about that here, huh?
Who comes? Oh, I beg your pardon, stranger. I was so busy attending to the Hala, I did not hear your approach.
What is a hala? Thank you.
They are the noble beasts that pull our Aravel. What humans call land ships. They are our companions and our guides.
Wagons? Arrival wagons? Oh, there's different names for stuff that hasn't... They just throw them at you. Yeah, not your amounts? You make them sound like friends, yeah.
That is exactly what they are, in fact.
Ah.
We ride the Hala, but never with reins or a saddle. It is the Hala who decide where to lead us, and our privilege that they take our Aravel with them. In return, it's the herder's job to speak to the Hala and care for their needs. It's a bond of friendship, and not servitude.
So why have you separated this one from the others?
I fear she may have been bitten during the werewolf attack. I have tried speaking with her, but she is too agitated for me to understand. The curse would not affect her as it would us, but it would still be lethal. And it may prove contagious to the other Hala as well. I can find no wound on her, but if she's truly ill, then I will have to put her out of her misery. For her sake, as well as that of the others.
Oh, poor Bambi. Is there anything I can do to help? I mean, I helped... casting our minds way, way back to Ostagar with Bounder, there was, you know, a dog that was dying, and my character didn't help because, like, you know, it's like, well, it's a dog, you know, and I'm not going to go and help the dog because I have to go and fight the Darkspawn and become a Grey Warden and save the world sort of thing. So I didn't want to take that quest because I was, you know, more practical reasons sort of thing. So I'm going to sort of do the same thing here. It's not that my character doesn't like animals, I'm going to put that on now, because I know there's a lot of animal lovers out there. Whenever, even like computer generated ones in a fictional computer game, when I don't go out my way to help them, everyone's like, ah, no, you didn't help the dog or whatever. But, you know, in war and stuff, sadly, there are greater things happening than the welfare of animals. Even though, you know, elves treat them slightly differently, I'm not an elf, I'm a human. So I'm going to say, I'm sorry, it's a very hard decision, but, you know, it's something that, yeah.
I wish I could calm her enough to speak with her. We have lost so many of our hunters. I would hate to lose one of our Hala as well.
Who are you?
My name is Alora. I am the Master Herder in charge of caring for the Hala. Not as exciting as being a Grey Warden, but the Hala are vital to us.
You think being the Grey Warden is exciting?
Not as much as I assumed you thought my task boring in comparison. Am I wrong?
That makes you... I guess it would be less dangerous.
In normal times, perhaps. But in normal times there would be no blight, and being a Grey Warden would not be such a dangerous occupation either. In truth, my place as the Master Herder is a small one, but one I am quite satisfied with. Would that we could all find such peace with our lot in life.
So now I gotta decide, is there anything I should do to help, or I should go? I could always ask. Because I as a player, like, do want to help. I mean, like, I do want to say, you know, oh, little Bambi. I want to help the little Bambi. But I'm not sure whether my character would be so concerned about one deer, essentially, that that they revere, obviously. But, you know, if the elves are all dying from it, I got to stop that sort of thing. So, you know, if one deer might have got bitten, possibly. Should I... I'm going to put... I should go.
Of course.
Yeah, I'm going to turn that quest down, I'm afraid, even though I've got Aravals or something, and something else. In Dalish, the Dalish are band together in a small group of blood relatives, travel in ornately carved wagons known as Arav. There we go, drawn by huge white stags called Hala. Their Araval are a unique sight, beautiful in their sweeping curvature and adorned with broad hoods and bright silken cloths that flap in the wind, often displaying the noble banners that once flew over the family's house. Most humans refer to the Aravel as land ships, for in a strong wind it can often appear as if the elves travel in long boats with sails high overhead to announce their arrival or warn others away. The Hala are unique to the elves, and any but elven handlers consider them and almost impossible to train. Yeah. To the Dalish, they are noble beasts superior in breeding to the horse. Certainly most humans would agree that the Hala are as beautiful as the elves themselves, but the fact that many imperial nobles maintain their bounty on Hala horns find their way into Devinter is an affront to the Dalish considered unforgivable. Yeah, their horns and stuff. Few monarchs can claim to have seen the Dalish landships so close. Any human who sees them on the horizon does well to head the other way. Few Dalish clans take kindly to humans intruding on their camps, and more than one tells a tale of troublemaking humans who found themselves mercilessly filled with Dalish arrows. They're not friendly then. Okay, we're getting more of an insight into the Dalish and the elves and stuff. It feels territorial, but they give warnings like, you know, we're here, keep away, and we'll shoot you with our arrows. And we have more creature, Hala. No creature is more revered by the Dalish than the Hala. No other animal has a god of its own. These white stags are much larger than ordinary deer, and the Dalish Hala keepers carve their antlers as they grow, making them curve into intricate designs. In ancient times, these stags bore elven knights into combat, but since the fall of the Dales, they are used less as mounts and more to pull the Aravels, which are these just here. I got a new quest anyway. So one of the herd has been infected by the werewolf blood curse and may die. Yeah, so that's it. It does look like a ship, doesn't it? The hull and everything. Hello. Yeah. Right then. So yeah, let's go to the forge. I'm not actually sure whether I've been to the forge yet. The Elders of the Sun, let's have a look at that. Oh, that's a weird name. Oh, goodness. Long ago, when time itself was young, the only things in existence were the sun and the land. The sun, curious about the land, bowed its head close to her body, and Elgaranan, was born in the place where they touched. The sun land loved Elgalan greatly, for he was beautiful and clever. As a gift to Elganan, the land brought forth great birds and beasts of sky and forest and all manner of wonderful green things. Elganan loved his mother's gifts and praised them highly and walked amongst them often. The sun, looking down on the fruitful gifts, saw the joy in Elganan took in her works and grew jealous. Out of spite, he shone his face full upon the creatures the earth had created and burned them all to ashes. The land cracked and spit from bitterness and pain, and cried salt tears for the loss of what she had wrought. The pools of tears cried for the land became the ocean, and the cracks in her body the first rivers and streams. That's really good. Elganan was furious at what his father had done and vowed vengeance. He lifted himself into the sky and arrested the sun, determined to defeat him. They fought for an eternity, and eventually the sun grew weak while Elganan's reign was unabated. Eventually Elganan threw the sun down from the sky and buried him in a deep abyss created by the land's sorrow. With the sun gone, the world was covered in shadow, and all that remains in the sky were the remains of Elganan's battle with his father, drops of the sun's lifeblood, which twinkled and shimmered in the darkness. That's really, you know, just the lore of that. For someone to think that up as part of something that someone might just, you know, I'm guessing most players would have, you know, just skip over, is really impressive. The writing in this game and the thought and imagination that's gone into it. Very, very good. So, there's supposed to be a forge somewhere. You?
I am told you were instrumental in bringing our Kamen and Gaina together.
Yes, I did.
By our traditions, Kamen is still Dalen, a child.
Ooh.
Their match is hardly appropriate.
It's not really my concern. Yeah, I've just gone in there and be like, yes, get together. But yeah, he'll catch something soon.
We try to teach our young to wean themselves off the impatience that humans suffer from. Their belief that everything must happen now is what destroyed us long ago. But there's no real harm in what you did. I do not doubt your intentions were good.
Thank you. So why are the Dalish so hostile? Because now we know about the arrow thing. Shooting people who come near their camp sort of thing.
They have reason. Since the days of Arlathan, my people have been either subjugated or homeless.
Alright, what is this Arlathan you mentioned?
It was our ancestral home, long ago when the humans first came to these lands. We were free then, and immortal. We did not know how to deal with the humans, and in the end, they turned their power against us and destroyed Arlathan. Our ancestors were enslaved, and our culture lost forever.
Ooh, a little bit of a sound hiccup there. Does it still exist somewhere?
Not to my knowledge. According to the old tales, the human mages sank Arlathan into the ground, crushing it beneath the rock.
Yikes. That was, thorough.
The Tevinter Imperium was a force to be reckoned with. It was ruled by mages with powerful blood magic. Though Arlathan fought, they lost.
And here I am, a human mage in your camp. No wonder people are a little bit iffy about me. But you're eventually freed, right?
Yes, after a millennium of slavery, Andraste herself freed our people. She who was your maker's chosen.
I know who that was, don't worry. But you don't worship the Maker.
We worship the creators, as we always have. We give thanks to Andraste for her part in our freedom, but we do not worship her, or her god.
And you are immortal.
They died, but not of an aged body as other races do. Not until the humans came. According to the legends, association with humans caused us to quicken. Our blood sped, and we began to age. So we avoided them naturally. And then we were enslaved by them for 1,000 years. And in so doing, we all were quickened permanently, and our immortality destroyed. Or so the old tales say.
So the old tale says just by being near humans, the elves' longevity was quickened. Could you get your lifespan back?
In time, and with seclusion. We Dalish have lengthy lifespans, and they will get longer. Zathrian himself has lived many centuries, though that is unusual even for us.
Yeah, I can see why you resent humans.
Shemlin, we call them. Quick children. I suppose it takes a certain arrogance to look upon another people as children, no? Perhaps we should be more heedful of our own role in Arlathan's loss. Even so, it was a bitter lesson to learn. One we are not grateful for.
I mean, I don't really get, is there no way to get on your clan's good side? We're here with everyone we've spoken to has been, no one's been like, I don't want to talk to you, you know, well, can you help me with this, can you help me with that, you know, and been very freely giving information and stuff, alright, then being a bit sort of cagey and we've got to persuade them, but no one's been like hostile, or like, oh, you're a human, get away, you're quickening me, so, it's, I'm not sure about this clan's good side thing. Maybe it's just been sort of overlooked in the writing that they should have put some elves in there that really just don't like us very much. Because that hasn't really happened, to be quite honest. Yeah, your homeland was called the Dales, because I read that in a codex.
That was our second homeland. Our first was the great city of Arlathan. The Dales came when they were freed from enslavement. Elves everywhere journeyed hundreds and thousands of miles to the Dales, eager to start their lives anew. They called it the Long Walk. They reached the Dales and made it their own. And one day it was taken from us too. And you wonder why we are hostile.
But you're not... Well, not to me anyway. I heard about your arrow thing. Alright.
It requires an individual to prove he is not the outsider we have come to expect. Your own task to help our clan is certainly a step in the right direction.
Oh, good. I'm not going to do this. I'm just going to...
Certainly.
Ask about somewhere else. Like, for example...
As you wish. Darth Shirel.
Yes, Darth Shirel and all that. Oh, there we are. Arathlan. Al-Athran. I know it's been said in the game. Before the ages were named or numbered, our people were glorious and eternal and never changing. Like the great oak tree, they were constant in their traditions, strong in their roots, and ever reaching for the sky. Nice. They also felt no need to rush when life was endless. They worshipped their gods for months at a time. Decisions came after decades of debate and introduction could last for years. From time to time, our ancestors would drift into centuries-long slumber. But this was not death, for we know they wandered the fade in dreams. In those ages, our people called all the land Elvenan, which in the old language means places of our people. And the centre of the world stood the great city Alathan, the place of knowledge and debate, where the best of the ancient elves would go to trade knowledge, greet old friends, and settle disputes that had gone on for millennia. But, while our ancestors were caught up in the forever cycle of ages, drifting through life at what we today would consider an intolerable pace, the world outside the lush forests and ancient trees was changing. The humans first arrived from Par Vollen to the north. Called Shamlin, or Quicklings, by the ancients, the humans were pitiful creatures whose lives blinked by in an instant. When they first met the elves, the humans were brash and warlike, quick to anger and quicker to fight, with no patience for the unhurried pace of elven diplomacy. I guess you'd meet them, and it'd be like, okay, we're going to go and see our elders, the elves would say. We'll be back soon. Okay, says the humans, we'll wait here. And then, like, 10 years later, nothing's happened. But the humans brought worse things than war with them. Our ancestors proved susceptible to human diseases, and for the first time in history, elves died of natural causes. What's more, those elves who spent time bartering and negotiating with humans found themselves aging, tainted by the humans' brash and impatient lives. Many believed that the ancient gods had judged them unworthy of their long lives and cast them down to quicklings. Our ancestors came to look upon the humans as parasites, which I understand is similar to the way the humans see our people in the cities. The ancient elves immediately moved close to Elvenan, to close Elvenan off from the humans, for fear that this quickening would effect would crumble the civilization. And guess what? It kind of did. I'm looking for a. I'm gonna speak. Oh, she's gone. Where is the forge? Oh, hang on. Oh, wait, is this it? Map. Yeah. Okay, merchant up this way. There we go. Hello.
What are you doing? You've warped the wood completely. Did you leave it out in the rain?
No, Master Verathorn. I think I just used too much heat.
You're not smelting ore like a Durgenlin. This is living wood. It requires patience and delicate hands, not more heat.
My actions bring me sorrow, Master Verathorn.
And so they should. Truly the art will be lost to us forever at this rate. Throw away your dead wood and start anew, and I shall speak to our guest. Now then, please forgive my distraction, stranger. Is there something that you need?
I would like to... What do you make here, actually?
I'm the clan's craftsmaster. It's my responsibility to learn what I can of the ancient elven arts of shaping wood and ore. In truth, we Dalish know little of the art compared to what we once did. And even what we know has taken us many lifetimes to achieve. There is wood that, if treated properly, is as hard as steel but far lighter. It grows only in this forest, Ironbark. The keeper has forbidden us from entering the forest to collect the wood. This means I cannot make our finest crafts for years to come.
What if I found some ironbark for you? Could you perhaps make a weapon for me?
I would be hesitant to ask it of you, but if you should come across ironbark, I suppose there would be no harm in gathering some. It is blue and very distinctive. You can only harvest the bark which has fallen off the tree from age. Now, if you find some, bring it to me, and I will craft it for you.
I may well do that. What sort of item would you make?
I excel in making blades from the ironbark, or perhaps a breastplate. Provided there's enough wood, that is.
I'll take a look.
That would please me. So long as our hunters come first.
Alright, let's see what you've got.
I am no merchant, but let us trade. Perhaps there's something here which will be of value to you.
Well, these is good. Yes, okay. Lyrium, lyrium, lyrium. Which is the thing I have a lot of. That would be lyrium. Yes, okay, so. Although, maybe you have... Look at all that elf fruit. How much elf fruit have I got? Life stones, life stones, life... Oh, buy them, buy them. Okay, good. More of them, more, all of them. Right, I can go back to the dwarves and help that guy who's been sick for about 6 years. I'll buy that as well. No, actually, how much elf fruit have I got? There it is, 4. All right, buy more of it. Okay, buy that much. All right, so any weapons and stuff? Okay. I don't think I really need any more weapons. Ooh. Notice that no bows have place to put runes. Oh, nice. They're nice arrows. Is that each or for all of them? Mind you, I'll just forget to use them anyway. I don't have Liana with me. Regardless. Alright, Zevran. Let's have a look. So, that is much better. Defense or dexterity? Mind you, the armor is better and the fatigue is barely... I like the dexterity stuff. Rapid aim and +6... Well, obviously the rapid aim doesn't do much to him, but the 6 attack... What if I just get all this for, not the leather helm, but the rest of it? This stuff? Not the shield either, but that and that for Zevran. Because currently he's only got, you know, he's got dust leather armor, which is pretty standard. The armor is all better. The fatigue increase is negligible. I'm going to get him this, you know. I'm going to get him this, and that'll be a set as well. And I got a quest. Varathorn, the Chrome's classman, is in need of ironbark. Ironbark is a very rare wood, light but strong, and looks very distinctive. If you find them in the forest, bring it back to Varathorn. I will indeed do that. Okay, Zevran, I got presents for you. Okay, and then we get the armor bonus as well, which is nice. The item set bonus, so I can get rid of these. The +2 dexterity might be good for Liliana, indeed. Thank you. Whoa, I'm gonna stop and start the recording because that might have broken stuff. Okay, we're back. So, you're pretty decked out now. +2 physical resistance. What's that other bow you had? Sorry,
what do you
helmet.
wish? I am no merchant.
'18 strength it needs, so yeah, you can't use it anyway. And alright then. I think I'll sell these to you then, probably. I'm gonna sell them. Okay, sweet. So, let's save it after that. Yeah, thank you for that pause in the game. I guess we should off. But what I'll do is I'll stop the recording here because we've talked for a long time. So I'll take a quick break and then we'll head into the forest and see about these werewolves and all the other stuff that's going on, shall we? Yes, I think we will.